suicide because your favorite thing to do is make model airplanes. Sure, it seems trivial, but you can't make model airplanes when you're dead.
Oh, well, come on. Just more. This is not a serious discussion about what life means. I mean, we can all sit there. What if we all believed in the magic unicorn? Then it's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what we believe in as long as it keeps us marching forward. That's all you're saying. I mean, that's just bullshit. We have to actually be accomplishing something here to justify the goddamn suffering that is the price for this bullshit. The Holocaust, the war, the pain, the suffering, the disease, the mayhem that goes on here. If we're going to justify that, we have to come up with something better than, well, we can all have just an arbitrary mission. It doesn't matter. We're chasing cheese. It doesn't matter what the cheese is made out of. It doesn't matter any of that. We don't have to rationalize one fucking bit of it. We just say, yes, we're desiring, we're wanting, we're chasing, and fuck the guts on the wall.
How am I to tell someone that that's not good enough reason for them to be alive? I made another video on the subject.
Well, you're doing that. You're telling them you're telling them that the cheese is a good enough reason. It doesn't matter what the cheese is made out of. It's a good enough reason. That's all you're doing. So I mean, it makes a hell of a lot more sense to argue about what the hell life isn't than sit there and make up a story about what life is. I mean, you're just saying that, you know, be guided by the fairy tale, chase the fucking rainbow, you know, go look for the leprechaun gold. That's all you're saying. And if somebody dares to say, well, that's really, nah, that's bullshit, let's look at the real thing here and how much is this costing us, and there is no fucking rainbows, there's mediocrity and death, yeah, they have a right to sit there and say that's fucking stupid.
A while ago in response to Veritas 48, asking what is effectively the same question, where I gave a more complete set of reflections in the matter, and this one's definitely incomplete, so I'll link it to the other video on the side. The point is, it's all subjective meaning, and the only thing that separates the model airplane guy and the theist who lives a life on promise of heaven is that the theist thinks, in delusion, that his purpose is somehow ultimate. So,
oh, come on. Like, it matters what level of delusion it is. It matters like, well, okay, well, Goldilocks is more unrealistic than Little Red Riding Hood because wolves can't talk. I mean, what? I mean, what? That you're just making arguments about what fucking nursery rhyme is less accurate and validating one of them based on that? Because there's a stupider story, the dumb story is okay?
Thought about it, and you can't find any subjective meaning, have no desire for liberty or rebellion, have no regard for how your actions will affect others, and if no alleviation of suffering and none of the answers I provide are satisfactory, then fine. No one is going to stop you from...
Oh, no one's going to stop you. What a fucking goddamn joke. How much you want to bet if I call one of your 800 numbers and say, I'm on top of my roof, I'm going to die, that there ain't going to be somebody to fucking stop me? Alright, fuck you. You're just ignoring the fucking point of the whole goddamn subject, which is people have a right to do this, I mean, from my perspective anyway, and you know, to sit there and say no one's going to stop you. No one's going to stop you from jumping in front of a car, or blowing your brains out, or doing something in the privacy of your own home, some violence to yourself, because society, my point is, society is going to offer you nothing. It's going to offer you no respect for your dignity whatsoever, and it's not going to offer that fucking respect exactly because of people like you.
So, at least I won't. So I hope that clears everything up. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, clears up exactly. Whatever. So whatever. I mean, I don't want to get into, you know, perpetual wars with you. Like I said, I do respect your intelligence, but the fact that you had to even, you know, you had to give this, you know, scripted video response, and you again just ignored the fundamental question. And the fundamental question is how do you make this evaluation? And how do you think society should make this evaluation of what exactly a depressive is relative to this thing we call normal? All right? I mean, what you're calling disease may not be disease, okay? We see what normal people have done throughout history, and it sounds pretty fucked up to me. It sounds like a pretty evil fucking psychology, so maybe people should be abnormal.